This vehicle is the AMX 13 F3AM. This is the first game today that I'm playing it. This is a French Tier 6 SPG, and the map is Lakeville. So I'm going to tell you a secret position. You see this pole right? Fuck this shit. I want to tell you the secret position, so I want to tell you. You shall be told. Okay, you see how there's like a pole right in front of me, right there, and there's this tree here, and there's like a bush over here. This area, the Lakeville Triangle, as I like to call it, that's an amazing sniping position. You can snipe all sorts of great positions like down this road and stuff, and into town. It's an amazing position. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about my second job after I no longer returned to college. So I worked at the first online game site, and it was called Riddler. I know it's an amazing name. So it was primarily crosswords and trivia and other stupid games. I don't remember what they were. They were dumb games. And the guy that I worked with, his name was Tim or Arnold or something. Funny joke. His name was Timothy. And Tim was a Java programmer. I didn't like Java because Java was a pain in the ass. It had a lot of bugs back then. We're talking about 1996. And he was developing new games. He made like a thing where you had pictures, and it was like a jigsaw puzzle game, but you had to play against other people. So like while you're trying to do the jigsaw puzzle, other people were also trying to do it. And that's what made it fun. And he actually walked around New York City with his camera, and he took pictures, and he put them in the game. And there's actually a picture of me climbing a palm tree that's in the game. And there were some pictures that were really tough. He liked to do pictures that had circles in them, like sewer covers and things like that. He just, for some reason, thought that was the best picture in the world. So we worked at this website, Riddler, and at the Christmas party, I met the boss. Maybe it was a Christmas party. I don't remember. His name was Mike Palucci. And Mike says, "Where are you from?" I said, "Syracuse." And Mike says, "Oh, I got relatives in Syracuse." And I said, "Oh, I got relatives named Palucci in Syracuse, you know? They're all dead now." As soon as I said that, he didn't want to speak to me ever again. And keep in mind, I only met this guy for like 30 seconds. So my uncle Cesare Palucci lived in Syracuse. And I know we're likely related because there's no other Palucci's in Syracuse, right? It was just Cesare and his kids, whatever their names are. I don't remember. Bobby, Frankie. Bobby. And I'm sure that they still call him Bobby and Frankie. "Hey, Bobby, why don't you come over here?" And I actually worked in a building that he designed, which was a dining hall, convention center. But, you know, it's a big empty room. And I worked there dining. No, I worked there, you know, setting up tables for the diners. So I worked at this company. And, you know, back then, PlayStation was an online website. And they had two games. It was Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. But our site was the number one site. They were the number, 1,000 site or something like that. So Sony was one of our big advertisers. And Bingo was another popular website back then. Hey, you're like the Bingo. So Bingo was his name-o. Bingo was a game where every half an hour the new Bingo game would start. So what you would do is you would connect to the website, and then on the half hour, the game would start, and you would get your cards, and they'd start calling bingo, and there would be, like, we were amazed. Oh my God, there's 10 people playing. I don't remember how many people were playing, but it wasn't like a million people playing. But maybe you had games where there were 50 people or 100 people playing at the same time. So I remember Tim made this Scrabble game, the jigsaw puzzle game, and you know what? That was the one that we all loved. And the multiplayer crossword was a lot of fun. I did the high score system. I wrote a high score system. And I told Tim, I said, I'll do it. It'll take me a day. And he didn't believe me. It took me like a day to do it. And what I learned is that when you have a high score system, people wanted to get the high score. So they played so many more games. The number of games they played just skyrocketed from that day onward because everybody wanted to be the high scoring player. And because I was so good at it, I was one of the top players. And I put Riddler staff so they knew that I was the one playing. And people complained. They said, why is your staff playing the games when it's supposed to be fixing the games? And, you know, I was the high scorer after work hours. You know, after 6 p.m., I would go home, be like 8 p.m. That's when I would start racking up the high score. And, you know, when somebody would beat me, I would just start playing again. And the high score system, you know what? I hit the button over here, and it brought up this tank. How did it do that? Does it, like, click through? I hit the manageable bonus, and it like, I've seen it happen before. So I would play after work, get the high score. One of the players actually challenged me. I beat him. And I played with like a little mouse pad. Because I had hand injuries, which is another story. It's actually a neck injury. F you. If you like. Oh, so many good stories. Okay, so that's it for today. Check you later, loser.